I was watching TV with my buddy Stevie, and we saw the strangest thing. It was so compelling, a woman was selling maxi pads with wings. Turned on Channel 3, and what did I see but a lady who looked real rich, living on the hill, pitching Vagisil for the special feminine itch. Tried once more and flipped to Channel 4, and I was shocked, I must confess. A gal who was chunky said that when she's smelling funky, she just squirts it with FDS. Well, they're on every station in oversaturation of feminine hygiene ads. The douches and ointments and OBG appointments, and don't forget those maxi pads, 'cause they have wings. Let's all fly! Give it a try, it's feminine hygiene. A mother and a daughter walking by the water, and somebody don't smell fresh.
Oh my. He lost it. Oh dear.
A middle-aged debutante looking for a lubricant, I still can't hear her voice. Her mama done told her when a woman gets older, the muffin downstairs that don't stay moist. Well, they're on every station, we're plugging up the nation with feminine hygiene dames. The creams and the lotions and all her emotions and all the water she retains. It's insane, this game, 'cause there's way too many names for feminine hygiene. Why do we have to view all that stuff girls go through? It's really got my stomach reeling. Let's give those as we see.
Of course, that is not Renee. That was Mr. Todd Day. Welcome to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
Boy, you guys know how to turn a stomach to start me up, don't you? Holy smokes, where'd you dig that up from?
Oh, man. Welcome. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. Sitting, I'm Dirty Dave. Right across from me, of course,
is Mr. Untstinks, first name Mike, and we got Mr. Todd Yohn in the house.
Hey, fellas, it's good to see y'all.
Finally, a real celebrity in here.
I know.
No more that Chris Lesnick crap.
I know.
No more Jimmy Henson. No more Vernon.
Wow.
No more Billy Creason. Billy Crash Creason. We've got
to keep
Todd
this show
Yohn.
going, you need to add a horn section, don't you?
I know.
Well, there's a horny section.
There is a
We're
horn
on the
section.
World Wide Web, and before we get started, I've got fans in Taiwan, and I just want to tell them. There we go.
Alrighty then.
I remember
Feel
I
better
got
now.
in so much trouble one time in geography class because me and a buddy of mine we came in the morning. We had geography like first or second period, and we said, "Man, did you hear what the Ayatollah said this morning on the radio?" And they were like, "No." We said, "I
What's the one thing, the suicide bomber, they always do? Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. I don't know what the hell they're saying. But
I kill you.
Well,
but if you hear that, get the hell out of the
the
way.
convenience store. They'll be able to tell us.
Yeah, no shit.
Do you know Jeff Dunn?
I do. I did. Yeah.
Because we're always going, "I kill you."
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah.
So
I've
now,
worked with him before. And
professional comedian, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And this is what some people probably
Retired professional.
don't see. I don't get that. That seems like the perfect job.
Dude, 31 years and I'm done. I've been rode
Yeah.
hard and put up with. It's not the same thing as it used to be. You know, I came aboard a really good time for comedy in the very, very early 80s, 1981
Ooh.
is when I started. And
I was a young pup.
That was when, the clubs weren't callous to the comedians coming in.
Yeah.
You know, the wait staff was still workable.
Ooh, what?
You'd come in, the bartender.
He's banging waitresses two at a time.
The bartender would shake your hand and, hey, well, what is a surprise?
You don't do
He
Todd
just-
Yohn like that.
He
Yeah.
just ordered the corn on the cock.
Yeah, but it was good, man, and it was a great time, and people paid to get in, but after 31 years, it's a different ballgame, man.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of fun because of the economy change, and we could talk for days on what has changed the comedy industry, but the biggest thing is that because the clubs are now giving the rooms away, people have nothing vested in the show, so they come and they'll get drunk, and the last comedy club gig which actually made me decide to just, pack it in. I've since come out and done a couple other clubs, but the very last one where I said I'm done with this, a food fight broke out.
Oh.
Literally hamburgers,
Wow.
and salad.
Chris would have loved that.
And I sat on the stool on the stage, didn't speak for 15 minutes, and nobody knew. Nobody knew, and I went, man,
Oh, man.
you know, there's not enough money in Punxsutawney for this. So.
Wow.
So got the new project going, but I'll answer any questions you want to know about the comedy world and
we'll
my
touch.
career.
Let's touch on the comedy first.
Sure.
But then a lot of people don't know Todd is a great guitar player, a great
Oh, yeah.
vocalist, a great.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
you know, just the Time Flyers, right?
It's
That's
the
the
Time
new
Flyer.
project.
Yeah, go to Facebook.com/the Time Flyers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want
Now
to
you
guys
have
out.
the bass player Hootie. I know.
John Hootie Hoots.
Yeah,
man.
I
He's
know
at Top
him
Sail kayaking this week.
Oh, is
we
he?
have the week off? Yeah.
I met him years ago. We used to go to the same open mic night.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Hey man, hey," and
Yeah,
he's
man.
all like, "Hey, how's it going?" And
We've
he's-
reeled him in a little bit, and he's become pretty scary good, man. I
Yeah.
mean, he
Wow.
always was good, but I mean now it's even tighter. And we've got Dwayne Leonard from Lexington, North Carolina, playing sax, and we've known each other for over 35 years and have wanted to do a project.
I've seen
forever.
him many times.
You're not going to find a better horn player in this area.
He's good.
This
I've
boy
seen
can
him.
flat well. And
Wow.
then our drummer is 23.
Oh, wow.
His name is Zach Benson. I've known him since he's 5 years old. He went to my church, man. He's a two-time Afghanistan veteran,
Wow.
wounded in action. He's all tatted up, good-looking boy, and we bring him along so we don't have to use Viagra.
Just
That's
You know, yeah.
Just put him up front.
Yeah, you know, we're old. We ain't dead. So we bring him for the eye candy to get the cool chicks in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
You know,
tatted
the
chicks
people
with the
our
nose
age just
rings.
sit in the back and say, pull my walker closer. And so,
Well, what kind of stuff are you guys doing? Is it original stuff? Is
yeah,
it,
we got 30 originals. We're about to go in studio
What?
right now. Yeah, we're about to go in. We're on 30. I've written 30
do you
originals.
do? I know this is crazy,
Wow.
but do you do any of your comedy stuff just for the heck of it?
Haven't
Maybe
yet, but
just something
they're
to throw
so
in
easy
there?
we could throw it in there.
Right,
I
right,
mean, I
right.
do it, but
Just tell everybody to watch
Yeah,
you.
we're going to hit the studio, pick out about half of them, see what we can come up with. But it's hard to describe what we're doing. We're basically three pieces and a horn. But we're doing everything from Bill Haley to Van Morrison to
Wow.
Ides of March to Stevie Wonder.
Talk
to,
about doing something different.
to
I know.
Average White Band. And the originals are anything from a blues jazz fusion to rockabilly to like a Brian Setzer jump jive. And,
Oh,
and
cool.
Welsh
Oh yeah,
stuff.
Jump
So-
Jive and Will.
So you like when do you write everything and then show it to them, or just a group collaboration?
No, I write it, but what happens is what the cool thing about this band is we practice in this little tiny room in the back of Dwayne's house. I mean,
It's
not
not-
much bigger than what the room
Right.
that we're in right now, but we have all the
You're
equipment.
talking about the Jack Shack studio.
And you know, but we go in there when you're in tight quarters like that, particularly in the summertime.
Yeah.
It's going to get hot and sweaty. But what's going to happen is you're going to learn to listen and get to
Yeah,
know,
watch each other,
get
watch
to
the
know
cues.
some guys better than others, depending
Yeah.
on where you put the bass.
Yeah, the spells.
But we practice all the time.
That's good.
And so,
Now, this-
we listen. We listen to each other very, very well.
This
And
thing
so,
you call practice.
well, let me answer your question. Or we'll be here till 11
Yeah,
o'clock,
yeah, I don't
and I
know.
won't be able to tell you my influences.
Whoa, that's called a callback.
High five me on that. That was a callback to something that was off air.
He's got all kinds of little.
But
innuendo.
anyway,
But seriously,
yeah. What happens is I'll write the music and the words, but I leave it open to interpretation from the guys because I don't want to be one of these guys that say you got to play this that way. Now, certain songs there are passages in the song where you
Right.
got to be specific. Like Dwayne and I do this lead on Going Down to Harold's where we're going. We're doing
Yeah.
this riff together, so that has to be precise. But when they hear the songs, I'll play them through, and then we just start going at it, and we'll get the gist of it and get it rock solid to perform. But ultimately, we go live, and as you guys know, being players, you go live, and the moment takes you, and all of a sudden, here's a little nuance that wasn't there before, and all of a sudden your song goes from here to here.
right?
And these guys are great musicians, so who am I I'm the weakest guy in the band, so who am I to tell them that they're not doing it right? So,
Right.
We call that a
really
slush
good
moment.
collaboration, but the meat of the song, the meat and potatoes, the lyrics and the music is already there, and then we just put our twist on it.
Well, that's cool that you let them do their own little
They're the best,
interpretation.
man. I mean, we've really grown to be brothers, man.
That's
And
cool.
So
You're almost forced to in that small environment. And that, you know,
dude, I told these guys,
kind of
I
like
said,
how
look,
Skinner did it, right?
Yeah, if we're going to be here, we're going to be like four brothers in a room. We're going to fight. We're going to get pissed at each other. We're not going to want to look at each other. But if we stay at it,
I know what that's like.
if we stay at it, it's going to pay off dividends when we come out. Because we've only, with this particular setup of the band, we've only been together since we're coming up on 10 months, and we're already making a pretty big splash. We played in Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, South Carolina, and we're very well received. So
you were in Winston last night, right?
I was at the jam at
Oh,
Baggers.
you were? Okay.
Yeah. There's a jam session, and we can talk about this too, the music
that's
scene
fine.
in the Triad. I'm really, really happy there's clubs that are doing open mics again.
Yeah.
When I was in the band, I was in music before I did comedy. And the one thing about the Triad is they had a killer music scene where you would come out to see new music, see new bands, and the guys that were gigging on Sundays, we'd go to the Somewhere Else Tavern on Freeman Mill Road, and you'd have 5 guitar players on stage cutting each other. Like the first guy would take a lead, and if the second guy couldn't match it or top it, the audience would go, "You have to sit down."
Really?
And you'd have to sit out a set before you could get back. It was the coolest thing.
It's like Crossroad. Remember the movie?
And so
heads.
I'm not familiar that much with the Greensboro scene, but the Winston-Salem, Lexington scene, there's some guys that I really want to do a shout-out to. On Tuesday nights, Sherry's in Clemens has a jam night every Tuesday. And it's run by Johnny Long, who is fastly becoming one of the hottest guitar players in the state, much less in the area.
I don't think I've heard him.
This kid is like 20-something, early 20s, and has an old soul, and he's playing licks that he hasn't lived long enough to play.
Right.
And he's a real student of it, but he's got the natural ability, but he runs it. And we come out on Tuesday and throw down at Sherry's and Clemens. And then on Wednesday, you have 2 choices, which is really, really cool. You can go either to Baggers, which is in Winston-Salem, which is the one I go to because it's closest to my house. And that's really starting to pick up. And then Steve Tysinger right down the road at the Timeout Hut.
Yeah, we were there 2 weeks ago.
In Lexington, he's even gone to the point, and this is what I really think is cool, and he deserves a shout-out. I hope he's listening to the show. But he's gone so far as to get drums and amps and stuff to supply it in case there's somebody that plays that doesn't have instruments.
Right.
I think that is so hip, man. That he really takes time to nurture it. So local players, all the guys that I've jammed at the Timeout Hut. We played at the Timeout Hut. I played at Sherry's. I played at Baggers. And the coolest thing about you guys that might be a little shy, every one of these players are cool as all get out. It doesn't matter if you can't sing, but if you want to try it, get up there and play. We're not going to cut you down.
It's just fun.
We're not going to say, "Oh, poo-poo." If you got the balls to get up there, then we're going to support you, and we'll probably end up playing with you and making it sound really cool.
Right.
That's what I keep telling him, because he plays drums, my son that's sitting over there, and I keep telling him, I said, just jump up there, man. Who cares?
Don't be afraid, man. And being young, now's the best time.
Exactly.
Because you can learn so much from the older cats, man. I'm 57, and I'm learning from Johnny Long and a guy named Sean Metler. I don't know if you know him, but he's a country artist, but he's not just a country artist. That's what he does for a living. He's been coming out to the jams, and this cat can flat go. He does everything from country. He can play country, blues, heavy metal, rock, slide. I mean, and every time he comes out, we're going, what?
Yeah.
He was just in a cowboy hat. That's not right. But he sings his ass off and plays out, and we have such a great time. And I know at Sherry's, we usually get a complimentary tab for playing. I don't want to undercut anybody, but they feed us at Baggers. They put out hot dogs, and we get draft beer.
There you go.
That's the only reason he wrote it for us.
And you will hear some really, really great music, man. And so that's where I was last night.
Awesome.
So,
Well, good deal. Let's go ahead and take our first break, and then we'll be right back with Todd Yohn, and We're going to dive into the comedy club
Yeah, man.
condos, some tales
Definitely.
from the.
Dude, I got road stories that will make your hands look
That's
like
what
you
we-
work in a glue factory.
We will be. That look on his face. Oh my God.
I've got the strangest feeling someone's going to kick his ass.
But yeah, we will be right back here. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We'll be right back with Todd Yohn.
Plants. So,
I play the oboe. That's me.
The oboe is one of the most elegant and misunderstood of the woodwinds.
Oh, never mind. It's my computer.